first thing I heard when the cell door opened was a purr. It vibrated through the station like a dying star struggling to breathe. No one had heard that sound in 3,821 years. Every species in the Empire knew the legend. Every historian avoided the details. Every soldier crossed whatever anatomy they possessed when the alien cat was mentioned. And now, somehow, I was standing barefoot on cold obsidian stone, holding a silver bowl filled with nutrient matter, ordered to step inside its cell. I should have been dead before the door even finished opening. But that was only the beginning. They called me Elias Vaughn, last of the Terran line authorized to serve the Emperor directly. Human, they said, like it was both an insult and a curiosity. Humans were fragile, emotional, easily broken. That was exactly why the Emperor chose me. The Emperor never made mistakes. The cell was older than recorded time, carved into the heart of the Imperial Ring, a space station wrapped around a collapsed blue star. Every civilization that had risen and fallen had left warnings carved into its walls. Languages no longer spoken, symbols of claws, eyes, moons torn apart mid-orbit. At the center of the chamber sat the alien cat. It was larger than a shuttle. Its body folded impossibly into itself, as if it existed in more dimensions than the rest of us. Its fur shimmered between colors my eyes could not name. 6 eyes were closed. Its tail curved around its body like a question mark carved from night. And it was starving. From the control dais behind me, a voice echoed. "Proceed, human. Place the offering." An insectoid curator stood encased in gold exoskeleton plating, watching. My hand shook. I could feel the cat's presence pressing against my thoughts like a memory I didn't remember living. Images flickered behind my eyes. Earth's oceans boiling, cities collapsing, stars blinking out like candles. I stepped forward. The purring stopped. Every muscle in my body screamed to run. But the Emperor's mark burned on my wrist, a reminder that disobedience meant annihilation. Not just for me, but for what remained of my species scattered across refugee worlds. I placed the bowl on the stone. The cat opened one eye. "You smell like grief." The voice wasn't sound. It was inside me. I collapsed to my knees, gasping. The cat didn't move, but its consciousness wrapped around mine with unsettling gentleness. It didn't feel predatory. It felt ancient and tired. "Why can you communicate?" I whispered, my voice small in the vast chamber. "I can do many things," it replied. "Communication is the least dangerous." Behind the glass, alarms flared. The curators had not expected this. No one had survived first contact longer than a heartbeat. The cat lowered its massive head, sniffing the offering. Then me. It ignored the food. "Why did they send a human?" "Because we're expendable," I said. A pause. Then something like sadness rippled through the chamber. "They always send the ones who feel the most. They never learn." That was when I realized the Emperor hadn't sent me to feed the cat. He had sent me to test it. Days passed, or maybe hours. Time behaved strangely inside the cell. I was ordered to return again and again, each time bringing offerings, each time learning more. The cat never ate while I watched. Instead, it asked about Earth, about sunsets, about why humans sang when they were afraid. I told it about my daughter. She died during the evacuation of Luna Station, crushed when an Imperial cruiser miscalculated its jump. The Emperor called it acceptable loss. I called it everything else. The cat listened. "They fear me because I remember," it said during one cycle, its eyes glowing softly. "I was not imprisoned for destruction. I was imprisoned for refusal." "Refusal to what?" I asked. His tail twitched. "To erase you." My blood ran cold. On the 19th feeding, the Emperor arrived in person. The entire station trembled as his presence folded reality around him. He was not one being but many, intelligence distributed across bodies, timelines, probabilities. When he entered the chamber, even the cat opened all 6 eyes. "Old hunter," the Emperor said, his voice layered and endless. "It is time." The truth struck me like a meteor. The alien cat was a cosmic predator designed to reset civilizations that became too chaotic, too emotional, too unpredictable. It did not devour bodies. It devoured histories. Entire species erased as if they had never existed. Humans were next. The cat stood, unfolding into terrible majesty. "I told them once," it said, "that I would no longer do their killing." The Emperor turned toward me. "Human, you have bonded. Convince it." I laughed, a broken, hysterical sound. "You want me to ask it to kill my species?" "You are sentimental," the Emperor replied. "That is why you matter so little." The cat looked down at me. "What will you choose?" I thought of my daughter's laugh, of Earth's blue skies, of the way humans kept loving even when it hurt. I stood. "No," I said. My voice echoed louder than it should have. "I won't convince it. I won't help you erase us." The Emperor's form shifted, irritation rippling through infinity. "Then you will die." The cat moved between us. "He already knows that," it said. That is why I trust him. What happened next rewrote the galaxy. The cat did not attack the Emperor. It remembered. Every erased civilization surged back into existence as data, ghosts, probabilities crashing into the present. The Emperor screamed, not in pain, but in overload, as trillions of forgotten lives demanded acknowledgement. The Imperial ring began to fracture. I was never your weapon, the cat said calmly. I was your conscience. Gravity failed. Alarms became meaningless. The cat lowered its massive head toward me. I am tired, Elias Vaughn. Will you help me sleep? I understood. Feeding had never been about food. It was about care. I placed my hand against its fur. Warmth flooded through me. Yes, I whispered. The cat shrank. Not physically, but existentially. Folding its vastness inward, compressing into a form small enough to rest. The cell transformed. No longer a prison, but a sanctuary. The Emperor vanished, undone by memory. In the aftermath, the Empire collapsed under the weight of truths it could no longer suppress. Species once erased reemerged as stories, then allies. Humans were no longer expendable. As for me, I became the keeper. For the first time in 3,821 years, the alien cat slept peacefully. And sometimes, when the station lights dim and the stars align just right, I swear I can hear it purr. Not as a warning, but as forgiveness. Please follow my channel for more videos. One click from you can change my life.